Should he play for, talk to me?
No. I said it yesterday. They should pay this man to go away. And this is where I think it's starting to become embarrassing for the Philadelphia 76ers if they try to force Ben Simmons to play on a nationally televised game against the Brooklyn Nets, because this is all about ego to me. This is all about them trying to publicly ridicule and subject Ben Simmons to the hate that will come from every Philadelphia fan. So instead of paying him to say, you know what, we don't want this drama, we want this team to focus on some more team outings, Joel Embiid not playing video games in his hotel room after every road trip, actually becoming a leader of men, instead of us focusing on basketball, which Doc Rivers says, hey, when Ben's not around, we focus on basketball. You're telling me that somebody personally in there has a vendetta, that they want to prove that they can win this battle against Ben, that they're willing to go to the point by saying, you know what, it's worth all the distractions, it's worth all the anger, because we want to see him inflicted with pain. This is about putting pain on Ben Simmons. It no longer feels about doing what's in the best interest of the organization, because nobody in their right frame of mind thinks that Ben Simmons is going to come back and ball out. He's told them 5.5, 6 months ago he was mentally checked out. He told them that. Yeah. So why are we expecting different results? You're just going to cause him pain. That's what it is. Just be real about it, Philly.
You're not entirely accurate. In certain respects, I get where you're coming from, because it can come across as a bit petty. And I understand Philadelphia's hands are not clean here. 76ers' hands are not clean. Ben Simmons' hands damn sure ain't clean. Rich Paul's hands are not clean. Everybody done messed up here. We done messed up, okay? But understand something, and this is where I jump off the wagon with you. Ben Simmons was so bad in the postseason that the Philadelphia 76ers were of the mindset that the opposing teams were trying to get 20 cents on the dollar. That's where they came from. They're the ones that came up with that line, 20 cents on the dollar, 20 cents on the dollar. Because anybody who spoke to them, anybody in the organization, Elton Brand, Doc Rivers, Daryl Morey, Doc Rivers when he was on here, players said 20 cents on the dollar, 20 cents on the dollar. They kept saying that. What that says to me, Jay, which you know, is that they did call and they did try to oblige. What they didn't want to do was get hosed just because Ben Simmons wants out. Now, if you have been there for years and you've got 1 year left on your deal like James Harden or Anthony Davis, and you decide you want out, that's different. This brother just signed his extension 1 year ago. So whatever issues you had, even though you're saying you had these issues for some time, it didn't stop you from signing to get your dollars. You got 4 years, $147 million. And you saying 1 year in, I want out. And you're asking them to get 20 cents on the dollar. They're saying to that, hell no. What you did was turn around and you decided to be defiant. And not only that, come across, I know he didn't mean to, because he certainly wasn't pointing the finger at Philadelphia fans, but that's how it came across, to the point where a city is like, you have the audacity, the unmitigated goal of blame us. We supported you all of these years when we knew your behind couldn't shoot. Not just perimeter shots, but free throws. But we never thought it would get as bad as it did against Atlanta when you shooting worse than Shaq and Wilt Chamberlain combined ever shot from the free throw line. That's how bad he was from the free throw line. So instead of adopting the attitude, I'm going to come back and make amends and show out, you turned against us. That's how Philly is looking at him, which is why I feel bad for him if he show up tomorrow night, because they are going, oh my God, how
destroy
bad.
Him.
It will never be as bad as it's going to be for him tomorrow night. Having
They
said all of
booed him
that,
at the Flyers game.
yes.
Right.
Having said all of that,
Does that
my point.
I mean,
Yes.
come on.
here's where it gets tricky, though. With that being said, Jay, what we can't escape is this reality. Again, you got the 4 years. If he were to come back, what they're saying to him is that we're trying to oblige you, but help us out by showing what you can do to elevate your value so we can remind some teams around the league for a few games what you bring to the table, and we can get some equitable compensation. And I don't think that's a crime.
But Stephen A.,
I don't.
I've already told you where I'm at psychologically. I've told you, you've came out to my house. You sat down with me, Doc Rivers, Daryl Morey, and I told you I do not want to be here.
Right.
I just got kicked out of practice. I'm seeing highlight videos.
Why did he get kicked out of
Because
practice?
he was defiant.
He was defiant.
But he's told them he's not there. He's already checked out. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You're going to have him come back and play. And I can make a case that him not playing could help his his trade value more so than him actually.
I didn't
playing.
know you. I didn't know you back then. But when I talk to Jay Williams, what I constantly remind people is it ain't just my partner on television who does a great job on radio. I'm talking to a former number 2 overall pick who was the National Player of the Year and a national champion who knows a thing or two about competing on a basketball level.
Yeah.
I also know your personality enough to know that even though I didn't know you back then, there was probably some people you didn't like when you were playing at Duke.
1,000%. And in the league, yes.
There's probably some people you didn't like. Didn't stop you. What I'm saying to you is this. Just because you don't like somebody and you've checked out mentally, you can still be so gifted that with an attitude, truculent or acerbic as it may be, you might still be able to say, you know what? I'm going to go out there and I'm going to bust their ass for about 2 weeks.
That's who I am.
I know
That's
he's
who
not.
I am.
I'm just saying.
Ben Simmons is not Kobe Bryant.
And
But we don't know.
Yes.
But we don't know because we haven't seen him play under those situations. We haven't seen him play. Neither have the Sixers. That's the key. Now, if he went out there for 2 games and just wet the bed and stuck up the joint and the pressure was too much, that's different. But it's entirely possible that the Sixers are thinking he can't stand us. He might want out, but he might go out there and bust some people's butt for about a week or 2 and then quit. But at least he spent that week or 2 busting people butt to remind the league of whatever commodity we have, and you need to give us more than 20 cents on a dollar. That's not bad. That's not a bad proposition. That's what I'm saying.
Let me break down 2 things. Number one, I am not Ben Simmons.
I know
Ben
that.
Simmons is not me.
I know that.
So I know what my ass would do.
Right.
I know who I am.
Right.
Like I'm the same person that was told I would never be able to walk again, and I'm walking, I'm running, I still walk with a limp, and I don't give a damn. I am built like that.
That's right.
My history has allowed me to be built like that. I'm not sure Ben Simmons playing basketball coming from Australia with the way he's been coddled by this franchise and himself is built that way. Now, that doesn't mean he can't be extremely successful.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube.